This week is National Disability Voter Registration Week, and making sure everyone with the right to vote is able to vote was the focus of the state's Get Ready for November task force today. News 5's John KOSICH joining us live. John, the number of people who fall into that category is fairly large.
Ohio is a state of 11.7 million people. 1.7 million of them home identify as having a disability. And when it comes to voting, they just want to be treated the same as others. Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose has been on the job now for just over a year and a half, and he says there's one thing that has never ceased to amaze him.
There seems to be an incredible capacity for creativity when it comes to inventing myths and rumors and urban legends about voting.
The state's director of the Department of Developmental Disabilities says that is especially true when it comes to those with developmental disabilities and voting.
For our population, it has been a challenge over the years for a variety of reasons, right? It might be that lack of ability, lack of awareness. There may have been barriers put in place that were intentional, right? Why should you vote, or can you vote, or do you have the ability to?
That's why he says there needs to be a focus on information, education, and opportunity to tear down the barriers to voting.
There is still a belief out there, in certain areas where if I have a guardian, I'm not allowed to vote. Well, that's not true. That's a myth, right? And so you overcome those myths and you give people those opportunities.
And in the dialogue this day, the task force actually found itself coming up with a possible solution to a problem right in front of its face. The state will need 35,000 poll workers in 16 weeks, and why not turn to those with disabilities, especially those recently disabled and going through training to help meet that need.
So even though this may be 1 or 2 days where they're actually doing this type of work, we look for something that is more permanent from a career, but as someone is going through that journey, they need to have experiences.
And on the developmental disability side, maybe something as simple as handing out the I voted stickers, giving them a sense of purpose and a role in the process.
And John, Cleveland is already playing a role in this area.
Yeah, this was something I really wasn't even aware of until this meeting today. But when you call the hotline at the Secretary of State's office, you're actually reaching a call center that is staffed by Ohioans who are visually impaired. It's part of a partnership with the Cleveland Sight Center. Again, Frank LaRose saying they're not only talking the talk, but walking the walk.